harbor near New York City, the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier is docked for shore leave and maintenance. Stinging cold wind blows across the decks, heavy flurries of snow come down, and frigid waters lap against the hull, fulfilling the promise of a bitter winter. On the bridge of the ship stands the inscrutable Nicholas Fury Jr. as he scans various mission briefs on the table before him. Commander Hill approaches, a data pad in her hand.
All right, Hill. How much did Christmas cost us this time?
Holiday shore leave is officially started, sir. We're down to a skeleton crew, plus department heads Coulson, Quartermain, and Dugan are all off for their holiday leave. Just saw Dugan catch his taxi.
Going soft on the big guy, Hill?
No way, boss. He's more like that annoying kid brother I never had.
You know, I've noticed you haven't taken any leave in the last couple of years, Hill. Why is that?
You know why, boss. Just no reason to take it.
Fair enough. Still, you should consider it. You don't need to see any family. Just take a trip. Go somewhere that isn't for business.
Your father taught me that vacation is for suckers, sir.
And it earned him all the Father of the Year mugs, let me tell you. Speaking of the old man, I'll be taking a few days after the new year. You'll be in charge. After that, I request you take some time off.
I'll think about it, sir.
I can always make it in order, Hill.
Naturally. Until then, is there anything else, sir?
Nah, we're good up here. You should check your office, though. Could have sworn I saw someone drop off one of those cupcakes you love so much.
Thank you, sir. I will. Oh, before I forget, the widow is back early. She'll be checking in with you ASAP.
Fury's eyebrows rise in surprise at Hill's statement. He casts a serious gaze upon Hill with his one good eye.
What did you say? Black Widow is here.
Yes, I just passed her in the halls, headed towards the restricted section. Said she needed to drop off and...
An explosion rocks the carrier, sending both agents tumbling to the floor. Alarm bells begin to scream throughout the carrier. Fury is on his feet first, then pulls Hill up with a hand.
Quick! Get on the camera and find her. And tell the crew to go slow. There's probably another...
A second explosion erupts, shaking up the bridge again. Both agents maintain their footing, and Hill brings up the cameras.
Damn it! Most of the cameras are scrambled. Some viral attack, but I can't tell where she uploaded it.
Grab whoever you can and get to the restricted area. I'll monitor from here. Go.
Hill moves quickly and unholsters her sidearm. She motions to a nearby agent.
Ward, you're with me, restricted section. Watch out for tripwires.
Ward, a good-looking man with short dark hair, nods and follows. The two move carefully, but quickly, to the area, ushering other agents out to safety as they come across them. The fire suppression system finishes quenching the flames as the two agents approach the vault. Smoke and extinguisher chemicals linger in the air.
Hill, what do you have for me? You're my eyes down there.
Just getting here, sir. One moment.
Hill and Ward approach the destroyed vault door cautiously, checking for booby traps. Finding none, they enter and inspect the interior. It is a mess of debris and twisted metal.
Sir, it's a disaster in here. We're gonna... Wait, hold up.
Hill steps over to a central lockbox and examines it. She finds it empty.
Boss, we got a problem. The cube is gone.
Hill, get back to the bridge. Leave Ward in charge of the cleanup crew. We need to recall all agents. Leave is canceled until the widow and the cube are in my possession.
Oh, everyone is going to love that. Orders on the widow?
Find her. Bring her in, dead or alive.
At the Avengers mansion, the team has gathered in the conference room, which has been decorated for a small holiday party. Everyone is in plain, warm clothes, save for Thor, who is in his usual armor. There are various finger foods on the table, and the wet bar is fully stocked. Everyone seems to be in good spirits, especially Tony as he makes himself another drink.
Steve, Can I get you anything while I'm here?
No, I'm all good. Already had a glass of champagne.
You old-timer.
All right, you guys. May I have your attention, please?
Yeah, hey, gather around, everyone.
We just wanted to take this moment to express how grateful we are to be a part of this team. We're really changing the world in ways I never would have guessed 6 months ago. I'm proud to be part of this team, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for us.
And truly, same here. I mean, we have done some insane things over the last several months, but I couldn't imagine experiencing this with anyone else.
Hear, hear.
That said, I did want to mention something that has been bothering me for a while now.
Here it comes.
Cap, Thor, we've been noticing you two have been off lately, especially since Asgard in Germany.
Off? How can one be off? I am clearly alive.
She means we've been acting out of character.
Oh, I see. In what way have we been this, off?
You've been angrier than usual, Thor. Not like Hulk angry, but you've been damaging the training room.
Jarvis, pull the specs.
Right away, sir. Thor, your measured power output has increased 34% compared to before your departure. Accordingly, damage to the training simulation room has increased 22%.
I'm not wholly made of money, guys. Drones and robots are expensive, right? Especially after we just took out Doom.
I guess you guys got a couple of recordings of me in there as well.
It's not a secret, Steve. Jarvis monitors almost everything here. Hell, you've used the data yourself to improve your time and accuracy.
Your problem isn't damage. It's... you're pushing us. Hard, Steve. Like you're trying to gear us up for a war.
Yeah, and in the spirit of the holidays, we wanted you two to know we're here for you. If you want to, talk about what happened.
While I appreciate your concern, fellow Avenger, there is nothing to talk about.
Around the room, the lights dim for a moment. The other Avengers stare at the God of Thunder expectantly.
Uh-huh. Thor, you didn't just fight your brother. You tried to kill him.
As did you, if I recall correctly. But you don't see me prying into your affairs.
Hey, don't yell at her. She's just trying to help, man.
No, he's right. Okay. I remember after Loki hit me, when he caught me off guard, saving the mayor, the way he called me a consort, it sickened me. And it scared me, if only for a moment.
You know I never let anything happen to you, right?
Janet takes his hand and leans into his embrace.
I know that. And I knew that then too. You guys were right there. But that moment still gets under my skin. So, Thor, I want you to know we understand.
Please know you also have my sympathies. Again, I thank you, fellow Avenger. But, whilst I appreciate your truthfulness this evening, no, you do not.
The lights dim again. Thor turns away from Janet's imploring eyes.
We lead dangerous lives, guys. I mean, I've got a lead scientist that can destroy a building if his blood pressure gets too high. And we call him a friend.
I thought he was cured.
By all accounts, yes. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't have him under surveillance. Just in case.
How is Bruce doing these days? Is he all right?
Good. He and Betty, they're working on a date for the wedding.
And that's really lovely. But, guys, can we get back to the issue here? Please?
Okay. Look, Jan's right. I have been pushing you all really hard. It's because there is a war coming. Zemo, the Skull, figures of my past that I had assumed were long dead and gone. are now roaming the Earth. And they'll stop at nothing to subjugate us all. So yeah, I am gonna push you. It's what we need to do. To be ready for the worst. That's our job as Avengers.
Well, thank you for sharing that. But that isn't why I signed up to be an Avenger.
Oh, really? And why exactly did you, Hank? Since we're all sharing, why are you even here, man?
Hey, we're not here to talk about me. My reasons are mine. But if you want to open up something other than a bottle for a change, Tony, why don't you tell us how much alcohol you've had since Doom's attack? I bet Jarvis could pull up the data on that no problem.
Back off, Retrotech. I didn't want to be a part of this little intervention.
If anyone here needs one, it's you.
Gentlemen, knock it off.
You know what? I've got other business to handle. And I'm done taking orders from you, Steve.
Damn it. This isn't what I wanted to happen.
You mortals cannot coexist with each other. This team was a fool's errand.
The lights snuff out as everything quickly powers down. A second later, the emergency lights spring to life, bathing the room in red.
I would like it noted that was not me this time.
Jarvis, talk to us. What's going on?
An intruder has breached the mansion grounds. It has introduced a virus that is attacking several nodes at once, stretching my processing capabilities to their limit. This kind of attack should not be possible, sir.
Well, that's not good.
Jarvis, what can you tell us about the intruder?
Other than that they are in the mansion, nothing, Captain. I do apologize. I am preoccupied.
All right, Avengers, assemble. Let's go see who's crazy enough to break into our home.
Especially right now.
The Avengers race up to the first floor via the stairwell. There is no time to retrieve costumes or weapons, forcing the team to rely on Thor and their own skills.
Where on the first floor, Jarvis?
Lobby, sir.
The team bursts onto the darkened first floor and hoofs it for the lobby. There they find the front door open and a lone figure lying face down on the marble floor. Snowflakes swirl through the open door and bitter cold air fills the main area. Janet rushes to close the door while the others gather around the downed intruder. Dressed in a heavy peacoat, dark clothes, and a thick wool hat. The only feature they can discern is that the intruder is likely a woman.
Careful. This could be a trap.
You think?
Hank, help me flip her over.
Sure, Steve.
The two men reach down and gently roll her over as Janet joins them.
Natasha? What is she doing here?
No idea. But she's ice cold and her clothes are wet. She's been in the water. Jarvis, can you get a fire going?
I don't know, Captain. My systems are still under attack, and resources are low.
Damn it. Jarvis, access partition 005, root access code, the greatest Avenger, all one word.
Oh yeah, very humble.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Captain. I will start a fire immediately.
Steve strips the wet coat off Natasha, gathers her in his arms, and heads for the den on the first floor. The rest of the team follows him.
Thank you, Jarvis. Jan, you'll need to undress her. Hank, I'm assuming you can find some clothes to borrow from Janet's closet. Focus on warmth. Go do that. Tony, I need blankets. The thicker the better. Thor, I need you on lookout. She was running from something.
Do I look like a butler to you?
Steve sets Natasha down on the sofa in front of the fire and rounds on Tony as the others get to work. Giving Janet some privacy, Steve pulls Tony away.
I think you're pissed off about something else. What? I don't know. And right now, I don't care. Get some blankets, or get out of the way.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, 1 second.
It takes a few minutes to get Natasha cleaned up and dried. Janet is with her when she begins to waken.
Well, that worked better in my head.
Guys, she's awake. Hey, don't move. You need to stay under the blankets.
Thanks for the tip.
Hank, Steve and Tony rejoin the ladies in the den. Hank hands her a mug of steaming tea.
Here you go. That should warm you right up.
Look, Natasha, I need to know why you're here. More importantly, how did you get in here?
Tony, can't you see she needs a minute?
Not right now. The cyber attack she launched against Jarvis was unheard of. It shouldn't even be possible. It would be like the networking infrastructure of the top 5 first world nations all attacked us simultaneously with perfect efficiency. It's going to take me days to rebuild parts of his system. How and why, Natasha? Now.
Dude, back off. You know, I'm getting real sick of your better than thou attitude.
Tell me to back off again, Henry.
I need your help. S.H.I.E.L.D. is trying to kill me.
What? Why?
They think I stole something. I got ambushed and managed to lose them in the sewers. But I got wet, and you were closer than a safe house.
What do they think you stole, Natasha?
The Cosmic Cube.
Oh, joy. The gift that just keeps on giving.
Why does S.H.I.E.L.D. think you stole it?
From what I was able to tell, they were attacked, and someone looking like me stole it.
Wait, you were ambushed and yet you were still able to gather intel? Badass.
What can I say? I'm resourceful.
Or you know everything because you did it. And now you're trying to pull the wool over our eyes.
Do I look like I have the cube on me, Stark? Captain, you've seen the kind of container necessary to move it. Did I fold it up and stick it in my coat pocket?
I remember it. And clearly, you don't have it.
That doesn't mean...
Avengers. A word. Privately.
The 4 Avengers step away from the widow and gather together.
That doesn't mean she didn't ditch it before she arrived. There's no way we can trust her.
But why? Just because you say so? That's hardly compelling.
No, because she's a spy. Spies lie for a living. And then yes, because I said so.
You do know I can still hear you, right? I can prove my innocence. I just need your help getting there.
That draws the 4 of them back to the widow, who is visibly improving. Her skin is no longer pale, and her eyes are more alert.
Not to give Tony any support, but what proof?
I can't say any more at this time. Just that it's not here or in New York.
Okay, that's a terrible idea. There is no way I'm cobbling together a flight plan 2 days before Christmas to who knows where. And certainly not on her word.
Avengers, we have company approaching.
Who is it, Thor?
It looks like 3 heavy troop transports are coming down the avenue. There is a bird in flight on the hoods. Is this that S.H.I.E.L.D. group you dealt with?
Yeah, Thor. Don't do anything until I give the word.
Aye, Captain.
Okay, Avengers. Looks like time isn't on our side. S.H.I.E.L.D. is coming for you, Natasha. I don't know how they tracked you here, but they did.
They will kill me, Captain. If I know Fury, Hill is leading that charge, and she does not like any of us.
Steve, we should try negotiating. We don't have the cube, obviously. Fury gave us a break once for something far worse. I'm sure he'll do it again.
Actually, Hill warned me against doing that.
Captain, the transports have stopped. They are preparing to surround the mansion.
Why did I get out of bed today?
What's the plan then?
Tony, I understand you aren't happy about this, but we don't know enough.
I want it noted that the last time I said something was a bad idea, we were forced to invade 2 countries.
Captain, they are preparing to breach the mansion. Several are noticing me up here. What is the plan?
Okay, Avengers. Foxtrot Sierra 5. Thor, dust him up. Cover us, but don't hurt him.
Aye, Captain.
Hank and Janet immediately split from the group to enact the escape plan. Tony glares at Steve for a moment before turning away from him. Outside, they can hear Thor engaging with the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. Howling winds, gunshots, and thunder echo through the large mansion while the Avengers disappear. Elsewhere, a portly white man with a bag comb-over walks briskly through a sophisticated and futuristic ship. His name is Matt Moore. He and his crew of engineers have been hired several months ago to show up in the middle of nowhere and do a job. A job paying millions, supposedly. Work is just about finished on the craft, and it is time to settle the bill. He takes the lift to the bridge.
Hello? Mr. Kang? Hello? Are you here, sir?
Mr. Moore, I'm here.
Moore approaches the captain's chair, where he finds his mysterious benefactor sitting on it. Kang closes the holographic windows once Moore is in his sight.
How can I help you, Mr. Moore?
It's time to settle the bill, man. My guys and I would like to get paid, and you, promised the motherlode, like retire and buy an island money.
I see.
Kang stands from his chair, casually towering over the shorter contractor. His gleaming purple armor and blue faceplate give him an air of menace and intimidation.
Very well. Right this way.
He motions for Moore to follow him.
Tell me, Mr. Moore, what do you know of history? Do you understand how it's recorded?
I don't know. It's written by the victors.
That is correct, Mr. Moore. Come. Tell me what you see.
The pair approach the deck's observation window. Outside, Moore can see his team huddled up by their trucks. The Midwest winter nights are very chilly.
My guys waiting to get paid. Is that a problem with payment, Mr. Kang? Because if so, you should know that my
You know what I see, Mr. Moore.
No. What?
Losers.
Kang raises his arm to project a screen before him and pushes a holographic button. Outside, 2 turrets spring up from the hull. This alerts several of Moore's men, who stand and point.
What are you doing?
Conquering.
Moore watches in horror as the turrets open fire on his men. They scatter, running any way they can. One throws his truck into reverse and attempts to plow through the other parked vehicles, only to be swiftly eliminated. Moore sees one from the crew, a tall guy named Steven, make it the furthest before he too is cut down by laser fire. Moore pounds on the window.
No! No!
Do you know what history says of you, Mr. Moore?
I don't even know what that means, you insane asshole. What kind of crazy billionaire are you?
History says that you and your crew disappeared on December 23rd in the year 2013. The last anyone saw of you was at that greasy diner, where you promised that young waitress you would divorce your wife and buy her an island. And then, you were never seen again.
Moore's eyes grow huge with fear. He takes off, running as fast as his body will allow. He makes it 15 feet before his head is vaporized from a blaster shot. Kang then puts his smoking arm down.
I am surrounded by insignificant insects and dead men.
2 mechanical drones appear and collect Moore's body as Kang returns to his chair. He pushes a button on the console.
Damocles, report. Where are you with the power source?
En route, Conqueror. Extraction did not go according to plan, forcing me to fall back to Plan B.
Understood, Damocles. I will see you in a few days.
Yes, sir. Damocles out.
Kang sits forward in his chair and steeples his hands before him in thought.
Plan B. Well then, I should familiarize myself with their dynamics.
It is a couple of hours before dawn as Steve and Natasha walk into a 24-hour diner located just off the turnpike in New Jersey. Despite the cold and early hours, the place is packed with late-night truckers and other denizens of the twilight. Steve spots their compatriots and steers Natasha to them. There are half-eaten plates on the table, a sign the other three have been there for a while.
Scoot over, Hank, so she can sit next to us.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Well, it's good to see we all made it out. Where's Thor?
Point Break won't be joining us. That's the point.
I don't understand. Why?
Let's just say he's really bad at blending in. Plus, there's the added...
Steve trails off as a matronly woman approaches their table with a notepad in one hand and a coffee pot in the other. She places the pot on the table and takes the empty one away.
I see your party's here. Hello, I'm Heather. What can I get you, stud muffin?
Just the coffee. Yeah.
I'll bring you back a mug. And for your little lump of sugar there.
I'll have a 4-stack of wheat cakes with hash browns and bacon on the side, plus an additional side of sausage and hot syrup. Oh, and some creamer, please. Whatever you have is fine.
Everyone at the table stares at the widow. Tony takes a second look at her over the rims of his sunglasses. The waitress writes down the widow's order, and she wanders away.
Whatever happened to the empty carbs bad for the spandex line?
Well, 1, I almost died. And 2, I haven't eaten in what feels like forever, so there.
Uh-huh.
Steve, you were saying about Point Break?
Yeah. He let himself be taken. Espionage tactic. It slows whoever's chasing you as they interrogate the captive. Try to make them give up information instead of guessing at it.
Steve, I'm sure your little sugar lump already knows that. 'Cause, well, you know.
The waitress returns with 2 mugs and the creamer for Natasha.
Got your order in, dearie. As for the rest of you, you're doing okay? Get you anything else?
Oh, no thank you, we're good.
Very well. Holla if you need anything.
She quickly snatches up the empty plateware and hustles away from the table, leaving the team to discuss.
So, what's the plan, Steve? You're the one that called the escape.
Natasha and I spoke about it on our way here. She'll fill us in.
Oh, right, yes. We need to make our way to Kansas.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
What's in Kansas, exactly?
The proof of my innocence.
How is the proof in Kansas when the theft was in New York?
It's where the real thief plans to meet the buyer. We show up, take them down, and return the cube to its rightful place.
Just that easy, eh? And how the hell do you plan to get us halfway across the country during the busiest travel time of the year?
Well, I assumed we'd be using a Quinjet.
Then you should have thought of that before bringing S.H.I.E.L.D. to our door.
How is the mansion anyway?
Jarvis is running circles around their entry attempts, but I mean, sooner or later they're just going to knock down the walls instead. Which means I'll have to fix them. Again.
Are comms still secure?
We should assume not. I mean, I can maintain an encrypted line to Jarvis, but, I mean, that's it. Here, take these.
Tony reaches into his coat pocket and pulls several $100 bills out, which he doles out to the group.
Damn. Do all your coats have extra cash in the pockets?
Not after tonight. No phones, no cards. If S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't tracking us, they'll have the government do it. And they have some pretty great software.
Let me guess, because you built it.
I mean, what's the point of having a billion-dollar company and hundreds of thousands of employees if I have to do it all myself? But yes, it is Stark Tech, and I'm familiar with it.
Man, this just gets better every second.
Then you're really gonna hate this next part. We need to split up. They'll be looking for a large group of people.
But it's the holidays. There are huge groups of people traveling right now.
But most of those are families. And I don't know about you, but it's been a long time since I could pass for a 5-year-old.
Steve's right. I vote we...
The waitress returns and sets Natasha's towering order in front of her.
Here you go, dear.
Thank you. These look amazing.
I'll pass that along to Dan in the back. Anything else for yous?
Nope, thank you.
Well, you know what to do if you do. All right,
before we're interrupted again, we need to split up into pairs. There'll be lots of couples traveling as well. Makes it easier to blend in.
Done. You up for an impromptu date, Jan?
Aww.
Might be better if you two split up.
Are you serious?
Tony has a point. If S.H.I.E.L.D. goes to the public, they may say you're together. It'll be harder to recognize us if we split up in ways they wouldn't expect.
This just gets better and better. We can't split into pairs. There's 5 of us. So, who's going alone?
I work better solo. I'll be fine.
Really? Hey, while I'm thinking about it, do you have a safe house near here we could use?
Not close by, and they're all probably compromised by now.
Damn. Worth a shot. Just how much intel did you give up to S.H.I.E.L.D. when you defected?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
That settles that. You'll be staying with me.
Aw, am I growing on you, stud muffin?
You're too much of an unknown. I prefer to keep you close.
So, I guess that means it's you and me, Jan.
Nope. No way. Nuh-uh. No. I am putting my foot down. I prefer the 3 of us all go alone than that plan.
What, do I not get any say in the matter?
Jan, no, that's not what I meant. It's just...
Do you trust me, Hank?
Of course I do.
Then we can handle this. Steve's right. And I'll go with Tony.
I promise I'll be a perfect gentleman, Hank.
Whatever, Anthony.
Where in Kansas are we going? It's a big state.
I'll tell you once we get closer. Don't want to tip our pursuers yet.
I'm still on the how part of this plan. We can't fly, and my other modes of transportation are on lockdown.
Maybe we rent something?
Need IDs, can't risk it.
So... Oh no. The bus?
Or the train. You're free to pick. Though I recommend we don't all choose the same method.
Jan, I'll make something work for us. I'm afraid I may be recognized on a bus or a train anyway.
Goody.
Okay. I feel like we have the how covered. Tony, how are we on communication?
We have some pre-bought burners in our go bags. Otherwise, that's it. We can't risk using Jarvis.
Just to run everything down real quick. We are on the run from an intelligence organization so secret, they make the CIA look like children. We're with a former Russian spy that they clearly want dead. And we're armed with handfuls of cash, backup costumes, flip phones. We are on our way to Kansas, of all places, to find a power source that can end all life as we know it in the middle of the frickin' holidays. Do I have everything?
Jesus, Pim, can you say that any louder?
Team, I know this isn't how we wanted to spend Christmas. For that, I apologize sincerely. This is going to be a long one. Probably a couple of days before we see each other again. Remember, nothing can beat us down if we stand as one. Doing the right thing is rarely the easy option. So I want you all to know how much I appreciate you coming through like this.
Super spies, clandestine intelligence operations, no powers, and an all-powerful MacGuffin in play. And you're apologizing? This is the best Christmas gift ever. Except for the bus bit. Ooh, I hate the bus.
Well, you're the leader, and we've learned to trust your gut. Hasn't failed us yet.
We'll back your play to the end, Steve.
Thank you. All of you. Nat, you about done? Think we need to get moving.
Yeah, oh good. Let's roll.
The group stands and head out. Tony tosses an extra 100 on the table before following the rest of them.
This is an impressive nautical fortress you have here. Quite, refined.
Back on the damaged helicarrier, Thor sits patiently with 2 S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. After being given the all-clear by Jarvis, Thor had willingly surrendered and accompanied the attack team back to the harbor. It had been several hours since the standoff.
You two are relieved. Thor, with me, Fury wants to see you.
Of course, ma'am. Lead the way.
I'm not that old. Commander will do just fine, Thunder God.
Very well, Commander.
Hill leads Thor through the carrier to the bridge. Thor can see sunlight creeping over the horizon through the bridge windows. Agents pass around them, rushing to and fro as they work to repair the ship. In the center of it all stands Fury at a table with various holographic screens. He turns his good eye upon them.
Ah, Thor. Good of you to join us. I have to say you put on quite a show at the mansion. Thank you for going easy on my guys. Last thing I needed was an entire tag team in critical condition.
There is little honor in beating an inexperienced and unprepared opponent. I do hope your men are recovering well.
More bruised egos than anything. They'll be fine. Though you do present me with a unique problem.
I assure you, Director, I've been nothing but cordial and polite. Hardly a problem at all.
Yes, our easiest prisoner yet. For a man I can neither disarm nor stop should he decide to act otherwise.
God.
What?
You said, for a man. I am no mortal.
Touché. Come here.
Hill allows Thor to approach the director. Even with the obvious size differences, there is a quiet air of confidence around Fury. He double taps a screen, enlarging it to present a video of Thor's battle with S.H.I.E.L.D.
I did say it was a show, which I noticed you did not correct me on. So now I'm left wondering where the rest of the Avengers are. You covered their tracks, but surrendering to us? That was a brilliant play. Which one came up with it, Rogers or Stark?
I believe it was the good captain. Stark prefers more modern trickery to older tactics.
And I'll bet he thought we'd waste time interrogating you, trying to get you to give up your comrades, knowing full well that would be impossible because they didn't tell you, right? And you weren't supposed to know. There's nowhere you're supposed to meet up with them.
But could be true.
Okay. Now you see, we do things a little differently here at S.H.I.E.L.D. It's called intelligence gathering. It can be painstaking work, but when it pays off...
Fury taps another projector, blowing it up for Thor.
Tell me, O God of Thunder, what do you see?
There on the view screen is the infamous Black Widow, dressed for cold weather and sitting in a street cafe with a steaming drink in her hand. The location stamp reads a street address in London with correlating coordinates. The timestamp indicates it is mid-morning in England.
That cannot be. Is this information accurate? How do I know this is not some more modern trickery? I grow wearisome of illusions.
I assure you that this is accurate, but I can do you one better.
Fury taps a call button, then waits as the widow on the view screen pulls out her phone and answers it.
There had better be a very good reason you're calling, Director. I'm needing guts at any moment.
Good, Romanoff. Make it a quick meeting, then make yourself available for extraction. We need you stateside.
Very well. Widow out.
That is a most impressive trick, Fury.
Look, I don't have time to deal with your BS. That intel is as solid and as real as your hammer. I know where the widow is, right down to her overpriced heels. So my only question to you is, who is with the Avengers?
Thor's eyes flash white, causing static to appear on the nearby screens. He turns away from Fury and his console, stalking past Hill towards his holding cell. The day passes, and night begins to fall. Tony and Janet enter a cheap motel room located near the Indiana-Illinois border. Tony beelines for the small fridge as Janet throws her go bag on the bed and flops down next to it, face first.
Ah, dibs.
And what am I supposed to sleep on? The floor?
Janet rolls over and sits up on her elbows, a deadpan expression on her face.
Whose fault is it that you got a room with one bed?
This was all they had. Would you have preferred sleeping in the car?
No, but I'm not sleeping in the same bed as you, Tony.
Oh, don't be like that, Janet. Come on now, we're adults. We can handle sleeping in the same bed without anything happening. I mean, look, it's a queen.
I don't care. It looks bad, and Hank would freak if he found out.
Well, he's not here, and the only person who knows is that pervy little creep at the front desk. I assure you, I won't do anything untoward to you, okay? I'm not the guy the media makes me out to be.
So, you're saying you didn't sleep with an entire year's worth of lingerie models?
Tony sits down at the small dining table and does not make eye contact.
That was before. I'm not that guy anymore.
But then, why have you kept the persona? The rumors and the public antics.
Optics, mostly. The media doesn't believe anyone can change overnight. And sometimes...
Sometimes what?
Tony Stark feels more like a mask than Iron Man.
Janet sits up, fully engaged now.
Tony, what happened over there?
A stranger saved my life. Mostly because he had to, but still, that man became a friend and he died. Sacrificing himself to give me time to get out. And if it hadn't been for Rhodey and his team of Marines, it would have all been for nothing.
That's not what we all heard.
Of course not. Unknown bodyguard saves billionaire, has such a better ring than foolish billionaire sells weapons to our enemies, gets entire countries killed, and saves his own ass at the expense of everyone around him.
Oh, Tony. I'm so sorry. That sounds like an impossible position to be in.
Yeah, well, one of the 10 smartest people alive, right? I should have found a way to save them, to save him.
What was his name?
Jensen. Ho Jensen. He had a family. Had a family. They were already gone when I met him, though I didn't know that till after. I mean, the way he talked about them, you would have thought he just saw them.
Is that why you put on the armor?
I have lots of reasons to put the armor on, Janet. Same as you do, right?
I don't know what you mean.
Really? Vernon Van Dyne, multi-millionaire and patron to the sciences, dies in a home burglary gone wrong, and a week later Ant-Man and the Wasp are on the hero scene taking down some petty crook with spinning powers?
Did you look into us? You could have just asked Tony.
Whoa. I didn't know back when we first met during the whole Troll Loki event, okay? I only pieced it together after I found out it was you under that helmet. It wasn't all that hard to figure out. How did it all happen?
I was with my father when we stopped by Hank's lab, after usual hours. I think he was there to check on his progress or something. We saw a guy, this petty lowlife named David Cannon, stealing from the lab, but he got away. We didn't get a good look at him, but he clearly thought otherwise. He tracked down where we lived and killed my father. He would have tried to kill me too if I hadn't been out partying.
You have my condolences for what it's worth. I'd met Vernon a couple of times. Rich guys who like to invest in cutting-edge tech always show up to the pitch meetings. So, how did Hank get involved?
I begged Hank to help me catch my father's killer. I may have had to pull some teeth to get him there, but he came through. He always comes through in the end. I trust him with my life.
And clearly more. You two have been together for a while now.
Is there a question there?
Just, where's the ring?
You've worked with him, so you have some idea about how he thinks. He takes his time with everything. Double, triple, sometimes even quadruple checks his work. I'm the one who pushes him to take risks, to try new things, to leap without looking.
And it would be so crass if you pushed him to ask the question.
He trusts me. I would rather wait until he's ready than betray that.
Tony puts his hands up defensively, rising to his feet.
Very well. I'm just going to say that there are, other options out in the world. Guys who don't need to be pushed to make the big decisions.
Janet jolts to her feet and charges Tony until she's mere inches from his face.
Where the hell do you get off telling me that?
Look, there's other guys out there that get the thrill, that understand why we put on the suits, that...
He may be an idiot, but he's my idiot. He was there for me in a way no other person ever has been. We support each other. I'm sorry you don't understand how a relationship works outside of drink, flirt, fuck, but that's not my problem.
Janet snatches up her bag and walks past Tony.
Jan, wait. Where are you going?
To find another room. Suddenly, this one isn't big enough for the both of us and your ego.
Smooth move. Real fall into your arms moment there, Stark.
Tony reaches into a side pocket of his bag and pulls out a flask. He lays down onto the bed and takes a long swig from it. There is an expression of deep regret on his face as he wipes the trace of whiskey from his lips and feels a slow burn go down his throat. The next day, Hank Pym walks away from a bus station with a stiff gait and approaches an unmarked white van. He has dark circles under his eyes, and his clothes look slept in. He opens the van door to reveal the other Avengers and the Widow. Steve in the driver's seat and Tony in the front passenger. Natasha sits behind Steve, looking just as bad as Hank. In the third row is Janet, whose eyes brighten.
So help me if I see another bus for the rest of my life, it'll be too soon.
Hank!
Janet grabs his hand and pulls him into the back before planting a grateful kiss on him.
Now that's the kind of greeting I could get used to.
All right, let's tone it down back there. Natasha, where are we going?
Head out and hop on the highway. I'll direct you from there.
If she's navigating, why is she in the back? And is she okay? She looks worse than I feel.
Long story that I'll explain later, but I think she's getting sick.
About an hour later, Steve pulls the van up to an empty field that lies on the outskirts of a small town. Everyone disembarks and looks about. A look of confusion passes between the Avengers.
I consider myself a pretty smart guy, but this does not look like a secret meeting spot to hand over cosmic cubes. This looks like a place where Billy Bob and his sister cousin play tip the cow.
I assure you, we're in the right place. Come, follow me.
The Widow slowly moves ahead of the group. The other four exchange glances before following her. As they cross the field, the Avengers note slashes of scorch marks in the dead grass.
Looks like a fire was here recently.
Yeah, you still smell the ash and... ionization.
What, like a lightning strike?
Precisely. But that doesn't line up with the weather data for the last couple of days. It's been overcast, but no major storms, and nothing has indicated multiple strikes in the same place.
As the Avengers investigate, the Widow continues to slog her way towards the center of the field. Overhead, the clouds begin to churn with energy. Tony approaches Steve.
Steve, something's not sitting right with me. Does this look like...
Yeah, Tony. It looks like an attack. Natasha, hold up.
Just a minute.
Romanoff, stop!
A streak of lightning slams into the ground ahead of the Widow, blowing her back towards the Avengers. A moment later, two figures stand before the group. They are Thor and a heavily armed Black Widow in her usual high-tech spy suit. She levels two high-caliber, semi-automatic pistols at her doppelganger.
No, please. Make a move.
The other Avengers rush forward. Tony reaches for their Widow, but the other one turns a gun on him.
Back off, Stark. She's mine.
Thor, tell us what's going on.
The Widow you've been traveling with is not what it claims to be. This is the real Widow. Jarvis can explain.
What? It? Jarvis? You're making less sense than usual.
From the sky drop three armors. One is the classic red and gold of Iron Man. holding Cap's shield. The other two appear as versions of Hank and Janet's suits. The red and gold suit steps forward and passes Steve his shield.
It is as he says, Giant Man. The thing you have been traveling with is the source of the attack on my systems, and is to be considered extremely dangerous. It lured you here for reasons unknown.
It also has the cube, something I personally would like to recover.
But if that's true, where is it? She clearly doesn't have it on her.
It's not on her. It's in her.
Everyone takes several cautious steps away from the fake widow. It grimaces and places a hand to its stomach.
Figured me out, did you? Well, not everything. My boss would like a word.
Beyond the group, a sleek, dark ship materializes out of thin air. Turrets appear from the hull, all homing in on the Avengers.
Does anyone else remember when Christmas didn't include laser fire? No, just me.
Avengers, assemble!
Tony, Janet, and Hank dive for the armored suits and are promptly sealed in. Hank marvels at the heads-up display.
Whoa. All right, Jarvis. What can I do?
Access to the stored PIM particles is granted. Flight and basic repulsor systems are engaged.
Flying isn't my strong suit, so how about this?
Giant Man grows 20 feet, and rain blasts down onto the ship, destroying 2 turrets.
Oh, yeah. Now this is firepower.
The remaining turrets all turn towards the Giant Man and return fire as the fake widow rushes for an open doorway into the ship.
I could really use a hand here.
Thor, can you assist?
Aye. Avengers, go!
Giant Man, be careful.
Always.
The remaining team members race after the fake widow, the real one only a couple of meters behind her. She raises her pistols.
Get back here!
Hold your fire! You don't know what might happen if a bullet hits the cube.
Fine, but it's still mine.
You'll get no argument from me. Wasp, Iron Man, go to the bridge and find this boss. I'll cover the widow.
Okay, yeah, we got this. Go.
The team splits with the Wasp and Iron Man towards the bow of the ship.
Jarvis, give me an ultrasonic ping and construct a 3-dimensional map. I need to know where we're going.
On it, sir.
Tony, I have to say, this suit, it's incredible. When did you...
I don't sleep well. And Merry Christmas.
3-dimensional map assembled, sir. Uploading to your HUD now. Based on construction and power draw, I theorize the bridge is this way.
Moments later, the 2 flying Avengers burst onto the bridge of the ship. Standing before them is the imposing figure of Kang.
Avengers.
Nice knockoff. But the colors are all wrong. Now turn off the turrets.
Tell me, Stark, what do you know about history?
I don't know what you're talking about, tall, dark, and purple, but I'm not...
Anthony Edward Stark, born to Howard and Maria Stark, both deceased. Most recent historical events. Made CEO of Stark Industries. Captured by extremists. Creator of the Iron Man armor. And now member of the Avengers. Also, a barely functioning alcoholic. Do I sound like I know what I'm talking about now, Stark? Or do you need a drink to help process it all?
Who the hell are you?
I've gone by many names over the centuries. In my time, they called me Conqueror. Kang the Conqueror, to be precise.
Are you some kind of time traveler?
Yes, Van Dyne. I already know how this fight ends. With you groveling at my feet, begging me to make you mine.
Then you clearly don't have a clue what happens next. Light him up.
The 2 Avengers pour energy shots towards Kang. But the large man stands still as the shots are absorbed, inflicting no damage.
Relics. Insects. Allow me to show you what true power looks like.
Kang raises a hand, and streaks of light shoot out of his fingertips, forcing the two Avengers onto a defense. Meanwhile, down towards the engineering section, the fake Widow is barely maintaining a lead on its pursuers. The energy from the cube is burning out of the robot's core. It enters engineering and approaches the containment area.
Almost there.
The robot opens its stomach and pulls out the cube. The glowing block of cosmic energy burns the fake flesh off the fingers. But this does not stop the fake Widow. It reaches for the release panel to insert the cube just as the real Widow and Cap enter the room.
Oh, no you don't.
Shots tear through the damaged robot. One blows apart the hand holding the cube, causing it to fall out of sight. The robot turns a murderous gaze upon the two and lurches awkwardly at them.
I'm gonna kill you!
No, you're not.
You didn't happen to bring the containment module, did you?
It's en route. S.H.I.E.L.D. will be here in...
Post body rendered. Damocles upload complete. Objectives: protect the Conqueror and smash the Avengers.
Did it just say smash?
From a nearby large chamber, a robotic Hulk double leaps out of the shadows directly at the duo.
As I was saying, I'm going to kill you. Pull you apart like the bug you are.
Oh, shut up!
Outside, the fight between the turrets and the two Avengers is at a standstill. For every turret, either of them destroys, another appears.
Thor! You hanging in there?
I have your back, Giant Man.
Damn.
Giant Man. Armor integrity at 65% and failing.
Double damn. Jarvis, what regulator did Tony borrow to make this armor?
He designed it after your current model, sir.
Oh, well, that's good, if creepy. Thor, I have an idea. Cover me.
Die.
Giant Man activates the particle system again and shoots up to the 60-foot mark, towering over the ship. He picks his foot up.
Avengers! Brace for impact!
Giant Man slams his foot down onto the nose of the ship. The sudden shift levers it up until it is almost vertical. Giant Man grabs the ship and finishes tipping it over, driving it back into the dirt upside down in the field.
Thor, gonna need you.
I have you.
Giant Man shrinks back to his standard height and almost collapses, but Thor appears at his side and catches him.
That was most impressive, Giant Man.
Thanks.
Back in engineering, Captain America dislodges a piece of ship hull that has fallen atop him and the Widow. The room is in a state of disaster, and neither the cube nor the Hulk double can be found. As exposed high-voltage sparks around them, Captain America carefully helps the Widow to her feet.
You good, soldier?
Yeah, I'm fine. What the hell happened?
Giant Man, I think. Come on,
The fake Hulk bursts through a nearby wall and turns to the duo. Half of its metal skeleton is revealed where the fake skin has been torn off. Servos spark, causing odd twitches and movements. It charges at them.
I'm going to kill you all.
Not today! Now, Widow!
Cap flings his shield harder than ever before into the fake Hulk's visible forward knee. The vibranium metal cuts through the joint like a hot knife, sending the massive robot tumbling forward. At the same time, the Black Widow dives forward and grabs one of the high-voltage wires. Just as the robot Hulk begins to rise, she jams the severed end into its uncovered cranium.
Yeah, suck on that.
Really?
Okay, so my trash talk could use some work. I'm a spy, not a superhero.
Well, you're doing well enough for right now. Come on, we should get to the bridge. I'm getting nothing but static from Iron Man and Wasp.
On the bridge, Iron Man wakes and tries to sit up, but he is pinned by a crossbeam. Judging by the flashing alerts across his heads-up display, the armor is heavily damaged. The worst is in his dislocated left shoulder. The Wasp and Kang are nowhere to be seen.
Wasp. Jarvis. Anyone, sound off.
Primitive. Insignificant.
Floating in from above Iron Man, Kang appears through the smoke. He lands next to Iron Man, then hauls him out from under the beam.
I am the future. You are cavemen compared to me. How have you destroyed so much?
Kang's hand begins to crush Iron Man's helmet. Panicking, Tony raises his good arm to fire a blast, but Kang catches and squeezes it as well.
I read about you, about all you Avengers. Do you know what you accomplished, Doc? Do you want to know what your dying words were?
Kang's body seizes up, forcing him to drop Iron Man as he tries to regain control of his armor.
Ow! It's you! Get in there!
Kang's armor begins to fall away, revealing the face of a man with a bronze complexion beneath the blue mask. He is swatting all over his body in attempts to maintain control, ignorant of Iron Man drawing himself upright.
Hey, asshole. Do you know what a unibeam is?
Diverting what power he has left, Iron Man directs a powerful beam from his chest that catches Kang in the upper torso and face. The force sends him flipping over his feet before he crashes into the damaged hull, where he weakly lifts his head once before falling unconscious. The Wasp zips out of Kang's armor.
Tony! Tony, stay with me.
Did I get him?
Yeah, you got him.
Good. Smart move. Shrinking down like that.
Yeah. After Hank did whatever he did, I slipped in after Kang dropped the shield. I think he lost track of me in the confusion.
We made a good team.
Hey, don't talk like that. The others, they'll be here any moment.
The reactor is damaged, Jan. I'm sorry about the motel.
Tony, stop. It's okay. You're letting this creep get into your head. All that last words crap. You know what your last words are going to be? Telling some nurse in the old folks' home she's got a nice ass.
You think so?
I'll put money on it. 'Cause she'll be the one that kills you.
Wasp! Iron Man! Can you hear me?
Told you so. Cap! Over here. Kang's down and Tony's hurt.
Understood. Keep him alive, Wasp. We'll be with you soon.
The Wasp reaches down and caresses Iron Man's damaged helmet. His armor is inactive, but her heads-up display indicates he is still breathing. It is the slow, steady rhythm of an unconscious man. Her other hand grasps one of his.
I plan to.
Hours later, the Avengers are gathered outside the destroyed ship while S.H.I.E.L.D. combs through the debris. Tony is upright and alert, but hooked up to a makeshift generator. The rest of the Avengers look exhausted. Hank sits with Janet, his head on his shoulder and her arm around him. Thor and Steve are conversing as Fury, Hill, and the Widow approach.
Captain, how's your team?
They'll be alright, Director. Nothing some downtime can't cure. Did you find the cube?
Yeah. Took a bit. With all the destruction, but now it's sealed up and contained. Thanks for stopping the crazed despot from taking it.
They're the reason it got all the way to Kansas.
In their defense, they didn't know.
But Hill has a point. You should have trusted us.
Because you've all been so upfront before now.
Hank, not helping?
I understand your concerns. That is why from here on out, I will have my eye on you.
And what precisely does that mean?
That your group has my attention, Captain. You aren't an extension of S.H.I.E.L.D. Just know that if something like this happens again, call first. I found talking out problems works wonders and has less paperwork than other methods.
Like?
Let's just say you don't want to find out.
Well, now that the threats are all out of the way, can we please go home?
Of course, Doctor. And happy holidays. Natasha will procure you a shuttle home.
Director Fury and Hill walk away, leaving the Black Widow behind.
I want to thank you, all of you, for helping to clear my name and get the cube back.
You're quite welcome, Widow. Though I doubt your name was ever truly in question.
In this game, you can never be too sure. From the initial evidence, I would have bought it too.
Well, we're glad to help out. Any word on what they plan on doing with Kang?
That's above my pay grade, Captain. Not even I know what the procedure is for holding time travelers.
Wait, he really is from another time?
From what we can tell, yes. The tech on this ship is beyond anything we've ever seen before, save for some clearly recent repairs. An engineering and repair team went missing a few days ago in this area, probably Kang covering his tracks. The ship's AI core is disintegrated, but there are some scraps of information.
Destroy it. Destroy all of it. No man should know his future.
That's not my call to make, Stark, but I'll take it under advisement.
Fine, if that's the best you can do.
Right. Well, let me see about getting you that shuttle. Captain, thank you.
The widow shakes hands with Steve, then stalks off to find the Avengers a ride home. The next day, back at the Avengers mansion, Tony is in his lab working on a new, larger armor suit. It is silver and dark gray. He currently has the chest open as he works on integrating the power source into the armor.
Sir, Dr. Pym is at the door. He wishes to speak to you.
Damn. Alright, how does he seem?
His pulse and blood pressure are elevated. His voice is controlled, but a half octave lower than baseline. Word choice is deliberate and hard on the consonants.
In short, he's here to kick my ass.
That would appear to be the outcome. Shall I send him away, sir? You are in no shape for a physical altercation.
No, I'll just end up with fire ants in my bed or something even worse. Come on, let's get this over with.
Very well. Opening the door now.
Took you long enough. We need to talk.
About
you borrowing my tech! I know Jarvis spies on us, but replicating my work without my permission? How would you feel if I made an Iron Man suit behind your back?
Wait, what?
Look, I know you're being very kind to allow us to live here, but we need to establish some boundaries. Now, as nice as your suit versions of our gear are, and as handy as they came in, I must return them.
Hank reaches into his pants pocket and pulls out two very small humanoid objects. They are the Wasp and Giant Man armors. He places them on the desk.
Before you go looking, I've taken all the proprietary tech out of them. You're welcome to store them somewhere in case of an emergency.
Gee, how thoughtful of you.
Look, I don't want this to be a big thing or anything, but just don't copy my work anymore. Not everything can be improved by the great Tony Stark.
You're right. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Well, that was A lot easier than I thought this would go. Man, Kang must have really banged you up, huh?
Yeah, something like that. I'm just in here recovering.
Right. Well, that's that. Can't believe I'm saying this, but thank you for making this an easy conversation. And I'm sorry I interrupted whatever it is you're doing. I just really thought this needed to be addressed. We have to be able to trust each other, both out in the fields and in here too, you know?
Of course, yeah.
Hank extends his right hand, and Tony carefully reaches over to shake it. They both nod to each other before letting go.
All right, back to it then. You have this war machine to work on, and I have a whole new roster of characters to add to the training room.
Hey, Hank. Did Janet not say anything about me?
Oh, just that you were how you always are. Why? Should she have said something?
No, I was just hoping to have earned some of the points for being a gentleman like I promised to be.
Uh-huh. How about we just call this one a net neutral on points, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Say, let me know if you need any help with the, training room characters.
Yeah, sure, Tony. Sure.
2 months later, Kang lies alone in his cell. Stripped of his armor, he looks like any fit man in his 30s. The burn on his face and head from Stark's unibeam has healed, for the most part. The hair on the right side of his head is starting to regrow. He's staring hatefully at the metal ceiling of his confines when he hears the plodding of boots heading his way and sits up. A masked S.H.I.E.L.D. agent appears before the humming force field. Kang looks curiously at him and the package in his hands.
Who are you? And what do you want?
Ah, directness. A characteristic I highly appreciate. I'm Helmut Zemo, and I only have a couple of minutes before S.H.I.E.L.D. realizes this whole camera is on a loop. Tell me, Kang is a Conqueror. What would you do for an early release?
The mere fact that I am at this low point is a disgrace to my name. I will give my soul for revenge.
Well, my father is no devil, but he would like to acquire your services. For a price, of course. I get you out. You help us destroy the Avengers first. Afterward, we will help you rebuild your ship and get back to you when you belong. Does that sound like a fair price?
That sounds far better than rotting away in this cell. But one extra condition. I want that vexing woman.
I'll see what we can arrange. Now, let's get you out of here.
Zemo waves a passkey over the sensor for Kang's door, and the field dissipates. Helmut raises a hand to Kang, and a thin blue light scans the prisoner from head to toe. Once the process is done, Helmut tosses the bag to Kang.
Get dressed quickly while I program your hologram. This will not last forever.
Kang nods and dons the S.H.I.E.L.D. uniform in the bag. In moments, the pair are walking out of the cell block.
Avengers, when I find you, your deaths will be slow and terrible. Especially for you, Janet Van Dyne.